guys, welcome back to the vlog. My name is Jenna if you guys are new here. Welcome to a realistic fall evening routine. Technically it is Friday, but technically it's also like 10 p.m. and I'm coming home from my work day. I had an event that I went to that's completely out of the ordinary, but I really want to make this video still to show you guys what my evening routine looks like, even on the weekend, even on a busy day, and even on a work day. So I hope you guys enjoy this. It's also fall time, so I'm trying to get into the fall spirit, but to be honest, that doesn't really mean anything special. Alexa, turn on all lights. We're turning on face tracking for this because I'm going to be moving around enough. This is what my evening routine looks like on a pretty typical basis. But if I'm being honest, the routine that I love the most is my morning routine. I just think that there's like a certain magic and stillness and like energy with the morning routine because I'm a morning person. But I definitely recognize that you can't have your morning routine unless you have your evening routine. So I want to show you guys what my evening routine looks like to get you guys in a routine spirit. And this just so happens to be in the fall time. This is just a normal evening routine. If anybody else is like me and they have a very busy life and they're an adult, but they're trying to make the most of their social life, but at the same time, there's only so much social things that we can do while we're working our full-time jobs. And sometimes it's even a Friday like today and I've been working late because I went to an event. So I want to show you guys just like in general how I wind down from the night and give myself like enough peace to go to sleep. I don't want to say early, but just enough peace to go to sleep at all. And I hope you guys will come along. So welcome back. First things first is obviously I need to change, but one thing that I always do, no matter what, no matter how busy the day was or how late it is, I always have to clear my bed. And especially with my clothes, I usually kind of like, if I change throughout the day, I'll leave all of my clothes on my bed so that by the time I go to sleep, I have to put it all away. And I think that's a really good way to, one, like keep yourself not so completely messy, but two, it just kind of ensures that you go to sleep feeling like your space is pretty clean and that you've kind of like wrapped up the day. So I folded all my clothes already and now I just have to put them away and then I'll change into my pajamas. It's really simple. Something I really try to do like 9 times out of 10 is also just tidy up my space before I go to sleep because it is so much nicer mentally to come and wake up, come back from travel, come back from a social plan and that your place is clean, especially if you have a small space like me. So I like to just put everything away, make sure all of the trash is thrown out, like the laundry is put away, my socks, because my dog loves my socks, and just kind of make sure we're all set for the next day, you know? Here's the thing about the end of the day. We are like closing up shop. The day is over. I think it's important to remember that at the end of the day, there's nothing else we could have done. Like if your day didn't go the way that you wanted it to, or something bad happened today, or you had drama today, just reach the end of the day and know that you did it. Like you reached the end. I think that's the part of our night routines that we really like forget the most. Like the getting to the end is kind of the hardest part. Like if the day was hard, you made it till the end, and that's a whole accomplishment and a whole success and a whole win all in one day. So if anybody had a bad day or a bad week, just know you made it to the end, because if you reach that point where it's the end of the day, you're like, wow, it's over and I can always start again tomorrow. And then especially if you can clean up your place before you go to sleep, at least your main spaces, then it's the best. We all know that a night routine just involves getting ready to go to bed and then actually going to sleep. Like, let's simplify our night routine. We don't even have to clean if we don't want to. Our night routine just involves brushing our teeth, washing our face, getting into pajamas, and going to sleep. That's literally all that I care about when it comes to my night routine. And sometimes I feel like social media makes it like more complicated than it has to be. And there's definitely more of a focus on a morning routine than a night routine. But your morning routine starts with your night routine. And I feel like I could appreciate more my night routine for that reason. It's just like, it's the sense of accomplishment versus knowing that you have the whole day to take on. When you reach the end of the day, you took on the day. And that's, in a way, sometimes I feel like a lot more satisfying. In terms of skincare, this is what I use on truly a daily basis. Like, I have not strayed from this in a long time. Calming Magnesium Mist. This stuff is so good, especially in the nighttime. Like, it's so calming. It actually is so calming. And I feel like because I know that it says it's supposed to help clarify and support the skin barrier. I also think it has a nice mist. So yeah, I always do a toner. And then in terms of my nighttime serums and moisturizers, I've been using the Riedel Shot. I'm on level 100 because I'm a baby. But this stuff is supposed to be like microneedling in a serum. And it does. Like it literally feels like prickles as you're putting it on. It's an insane technology that I just don't understand. And then the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. This is my go-to night cream right now. It's really good. So we'll just put this on. I do 2 pumps. I've still been using the same eye night serum for the last, I think, like almost a year now. I'm still not out with it, so I'm going to keep using it until I'm out, you know? This is by Beauty of Chosun. And then that's it for skincare. It's actually really simple. Now I just have to brush my teeth, floss, put my retainer in and everything, and then we're going to get in bed. That's it. And then let's just talk about how we're all doing right now in our night routines. Another thing that you guys saw is that I turned on my Hatch alarm. I think since the last night routine video that I made, the thing that's changed the most is probably having the Hatch, because I thought that the Hatch just helped you wake up in the morning, but the Hatch Restore 3 that I have, there's a button that starts your evening routine or like your unwind routine, and it gives you a timer of 30 minutes of like whatever music or sounds you want to play, and then it'll change to like your sleep sound. It's a timer. Like, you don't have to have a Hatch, but having a timer for your night routine is so nice because it is so easy to get to the end of the day and be like, I just want to scroll, or I just want to talk to my friend. Or there's definitely days where I end up talking to my fiance and I like lose track of time. That happens all the time. And I feel like having a timer like the Hatch, where you have like an unwind routine and then after a certain period of time you're like in your sleep mode, it's just a good reminder, because I need those alarms to tell me like, okay, stop fooling around, go to sleep. Because if it were up to me, I would never sleep. Like, that's just how I am. I would love to be doing stuff all the time, or talking to friends, or watching things, or reading things, or something. So having a timer like the Hatch has been so life-changing. And I thought that, honestly, I thought it was overrated at first. But having an unwind routine and that morning routine means that you use it like every night and day. And I just think that that's so worth it. Like, it's so worth the investment. If you guys are looking for a good gift to ask for, or a good gift to give somebody, get them a Hatch. Get them Hatch. Not sponsored. Oh my goodness, this guy is so cute. Okay, let's talk about our night routines and just kind of like where we're at, because honestly, I feel like I'm in a pretty good place with my night routine. It's very simple. I feel like when it comes to what helps me wind down, the cold hard fact of being able to fall asleep, it's not be on your phone. Even me putting my phone away at night, like just on my nightstand, I usually keep it like behind my purse. Even that feels too close. Like, I feel like I need to start putting my phone like straight up away from my entire room. But even just knowing that I don't sleep right next to it anymore, it's still hard for me to actually get off scrolling and texting and calling people and stuff. So if you're looking for like some big magic key to go to sleep, to having a good and healthy night routine, ask yourself if you're on your phone, because I swear it's probably not even your fault, it's your phone's fault. So being able to have a good healthy boundary with your phone time and your screen time will definitely allow you to have a good night routine. I also love having the nighttime vibes. So of course there's my dog, but I have the sunset lamp. Truthfully, I changed it by mistake to a different color, and I literally cannot figure out how to change it back to the pink color. This changes it this way. Oh, I don't know. I can't find the pink orange color, but it's at this purple color, which I feel like is close enough. And so usually when I'm getting ready for sleep, this is what I'll do. I'll turn off all of my lights except for the ones that are manual. So my Hatch has a night mode color. And then I have my sunset lamp, which is just by this remote. And then everything else is hooked up actually to Alexa. So turn off all lights. Yeah, and it's amazing. And then of course I have to make sure all of my other lights are turned off, but that's just usually what I do. Oh, it feels so good to have a clean kitchen. I'll be honest, I don't do this every single time, but there's something about showing up for somebody in some way, even if it's just like your imagination or filming yourself and posting it for just your family members to see or your closest friends. There's just something about filming yourself that makes you feel like you need to be your best self and that you need to show up, and you will get the things done that you don't usually do on a daily basis because you're filming yourself. Like, you want to give yourself the best case scenario. You don't have to be like an influencer or a content creator to film yourself. Like, if you want to film yourself and post it to your close friends, or film yourself and not post it at all, just you'll get so much more done. And I just feel so much better, honestly, that I'm even filming this video at all, because I'm showing you guys my best night routine in a realistic way. And a lot of times it just has to do with cleaning up, washing up, and then just being off my phone and getting ready for sleep. But in doing that, I cleaned my entire kitchen, I tidied up my entire apartment, and it just feels so good knowing that I'm gonna wake up and it's like spit spotty and it's clean in here, you know? This is one more thing that has totally changed my life. I actually got this in PR through like a gifting campaign that this company was doing. This is called Nod Pod. I also thought that this was a gimmick, but I think I fall asleep pretty quickly. Like, all of this helps me kind of like get my mind ready to go to sleep, my night routine. But this thing actually helps me fall asleep faster. And I don't think it's a gimmicky thing. It takes some getting used to, but then once you get used to it, you kind of start preferring it. So nice. So this is a Nod Pod. It's basically like a weighted eye blanket. And you can see that one side is smooth like this and it's like very soft. And then one side is silk. And then other than that, it's like beaded. So it's weighted. And the idea is that you go to sleep and you can choose which side you want your eyes to be on, but it kind of like goes like this. And there's like a weight on your eyeballs. And I'm telling you guys, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like, if you like a weighted blanket, it's literally a weighted blanket for your eyes. And it feels phenomenal. And I swear I go to sleep faster. Like, I fall asleep faster when I wear this. So this has definitely become a huge part of my night routine. Honestly, I don't really mouth tape anymore. I tried doing it and I feel like I did prefer it, but I've just gotten pretty lazy with it. And I don't really feel like I've seen a difference without it. So I just kind of stopped. I'd rather just lather my lips with chapstick before I go to sleep than wear mouth tape. But other than that, that is really my most updated night routine. This thing is really cool. I didn't think that it would really be all that different, but it is. I always make sure that my alarm is on for the next morning, and then I'll put my phone away. Realistically, I will probably like talk to my fiance because we're long distance right now over the phone, or I will scroll most of the time. If no one's watching, I will scroll. But since you're watching, I'm gonna try not to show you, you know, like my best self. So I put my phone on the other side of the bed, and then I'm like, that's it, I'm done. I do keep, though, my Kindle beside my bed because it helps me go to sleep, and I'm almost done my book anyways, and I just really would love to finish it this month. So this is my Kindle case. It's so cute. It's from Page the Shop, and I'm obsessed with it. Other than that, that is my night routine. Oh, and I'm ready for sleep. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was pretty simple and quick, but I just wanted to show you guys my night routine because I ultimately want to show you guys my morning routine. This is what helps me kind of wind down from any day, long, short, good or bad. This is just what I've always done. When I put my head to my pillow, I always just have this like huge sense of relief, and there's nothing like it. There's nothing like the relief of putting my head to my pillow at the end of the day. And let me know if you guys have a ritual in your night routine that you always do. I would love to add more things because I feel like this is a little bit different than last time in terms of like my habits and stuff. I have a couple of new things I feel like in this, and I just love my routines more than anything. Night, morning, day, weekend, like I love a routine because it helps me feel like I'm in control of my life. And I think with repetition is where we start to really feel like we're thriving in life. And that's just, I love routines. So I'm gonna be like my dog and go to sleep. I'm gonna read a little bit and just actually fall asleep that way. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I think that's everything for this video. I will see you guys in a new one very soon. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I post new videos twice a week in 2025. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. But until then, oh, see, there's just nothing like this. But until then, miss you already. Good night. Alexa, turn off all lights.